In the last video, we talked about the importance of doing the things that we love before we run out of time. Today, we're going to be talking about living with negative mindsets and contradictory attitudes. I'm not saying that this may be you, but there is a lot of folks out there with negative mindsets and very argumentative attitude that in fact, most of the time, those people are the ones who put boundaries on themselves and therefore taking opportunities away from them because they, for example, see a job and they will be like, oh, I will never get that job. I'm not going to apply. And they're having a conversation with somebody, and after a couple of sentences, they're arguing already. Not because they know what they're talking about, simply because, well, that's their way. I'm going to contradict everything you say because I just don't believe you. Well, honestly, we have to, remove that mindset because it is not good for us. It is not good for those individuals who practice that negativity and that contradictory mindset 24/7. It's just not good. And you see it more now than ever because of the internet. The internet has allowed a lot of people that now they have this idea that I can go and say whatever I want without consequences because essentially I have a mask on and nobody can see who I am. I am incognito, if you will. But that is not without saying that that's going to affect you. Let's say, for example, that I am a person who goes into a conversation and I'm negative 24/7. You come to me and say, Billy, I am planning to have a baby. My first thought will be, because I'm the negative person, are you crazy? You know how expensive kids are nowadays? You know how you can forget about your life, like as a couple. You will never be able to go out again. All your extra income is going to go into that baby. That is being negative all the time. Instead of, congratulations, man. That is a blessing. That baby is a blessing. You're going to have so much fun just seeing that baby growth, seeing them change. When you carry them above your head and they're just teething at that time, you see all of that coming down your beard and everything. But it's so much fun because you look at them and it's part of you. You see the difference? You see the difference? Do you see what I'm talking about? That's what I want to bring out to your attention. One is going to make you better. One is going to make you better. Which one you choose is completely up to you. When you have a contradictory attitude, I'm thinking about building a house. Here comes Billy, contradictor of everything. I disagree with everything. Well, I don't think you can definitely build that house because look at you. I don't think you can do it. Well, I think I can do it. No, you can't. You better hire somebody to do it because I don't think your skill level is there. Well, I have the skill levels. I went to school, I am a carpenter. I think I can do it. Nah, somebody else can do it. Somebody else can do it. You? Nah. Contradictory for no reason. But you have fake people like that. You have folks like that all over you. If people don't change their mindsets, honestly, they're not gonna grow. And that is something that we see in our society. A lot of people are stuck in what I like to call a high school mentality because they never grow out of it. How many people have you come around in your circle and all they talk about is their high school days? That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I used to do this in high school. Oh my God, I used to do that in high school. Well, you're 40 years old. High school was a long time ago. But you're still stuck in that mindset. You haven't grown. There's a lot of that in this world nowadays. A lot of that I had noticed that people refuse to grow up. And because they have that negative mindset, because they couldn't do it, nobody else can do it. Or because they couldn't hack it in a job, nobody else should. Or because they feel they will never get the job, they never apply. And of course, you have those who like, oh, you fixing that car wrong. That spark plug, man, you can't do it like that. You have to hit it with the hammer first and get it loose. What's wrong with you? If you don't do it my way, you're doing it the wrong way. You see what I'm saying? This is exactly why I had got so many comments all the time ever since that I retired. But you too young to retire. Why? Why am I too young to retire? Should I say to you, perhaps you're a little too old not to be retired? Should I have said that? No. My answer usually is, it is never too early to retire. It is never too early to work for me, not for somebody else. It is never too early to say, enough. I had enough, and now I'm going to dedicate the rest of my days 100% to my family. Is that a bad thing? Over the weekends, I find this extremely pleasing, because Mrs. D wakes up in the morning and she goes like this to me. So where are we going? Where are we going? Like that, like wiggling and everything. It gives joy to my heart, because we couldn't do that before, because the weekends were full of chores that we have to do. Now we no longer have to do that. And that's what people are missing. Between the negative mindset and between, just having that argumentative attitude 24/7, we have created a society of very angry people and people who are easily defeated. They don't believe they are defeated, but they are defeated because they put boundaries on themselves. They believe if I'm not going to apply to a job because, as I said before, they're not going to give it to me. I'm not going to do that. At the end of the day, y'all, I want you to understand that not everybody's perfect, but we can make changes in our life if we choose to do it. It is an option that we have. It is an option that a lot of people believe that they don't have, but you do have it. You have the option to move forward and have a plan. If you want to retire early, you have to have a plan. You have to make the sacrifice. It's not going to be easy, but you can do it. I guarantee you can do it. If you want to be a more positive person and leave that negative mindset aside, just for every scenario that you have in front of you, look at what is bad, but also look what is good. I can sit in here and tell you the 16 years that I spent in Cuba was hell. Holy crap, and just focus on the bad things. But that's not all. I made extremely good friends over there. I had so much knowledge of everything that I learned in there. Then when I got here and I dove into this area of preparedness, I didn't know that I was already one. I already was a prepper because I lived through it. So I have now all of that knowledge, which is a good thing because I can see signs. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to go to somebody and just because they're building a shed, not your way, criticize them. Ask him, hey, why are you building that way? Why are you asking? Well, simple enough, because that person has a different way of doing things. And that different way of doing things can complement yours. See the positive on things. Don't just focus on the bad. We all have bad. But everybody, most of the time, refuse to see the good. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like always, rock on, prep on, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.